Maestro threw several brass coins out onto the floor and raised his staff into the air. A powerful gust of wind swirled around him like a hurricane and spread outwards away from the wizard, picking up the coins and loose bits of rock from the flagstones, which in turn crashed into the glass of the stained glass windows, shattering them and sucking the broken shards into the vortex, making it even deadlier as all of these combined made contact with the thieves, dealing various lacerating wounds to them, almost killing them outright. If it wasn't for Rysandria moving in to heal them after Maestro's spell had ended, it might have. Meanwhile, Dieter was having his own ideas of how to deal with the man following him. He was sure he could defeat him if he was careful enough with his actions. He had a plan, and it wasn't his best considering how much trouble he was in with the gods as it stood, but hopefully Myrmidia was a little more willing to listen. Silently he spoke, and as he did so, his vision seemed to shimmer as if the area he was in was producing a huge degree of heat and magic. A woman with shoulder-length raven hair and copper-tanned skin appeared before Dieter. She was carrying a spear in one hand and a shield in the other. She was currently standing with her back to him as he gasped, giving himself away to her. She turned around and her eyes were fully focused on the would-be doctor. Her gaze made him feel uneasy as her voice echoed through his head. "You who have angered more, call for my aid in my own temple. Ulrich has spoken well of you, and I have yet to make up my own mind about your actions. This time I shall give you the benefit of the doubt, mortal, and hope that you will not dishonor my judgment." She raised the arm that held her shield, from which the light from all of the candles reflected off of and was directed towards the thief. Though she was a mere apparition, and an invisible one at that to the thief, the light was real enough to blind his vision, which gave Dieter a chance to knock the man unconscious with a well-aimed blow to the back of his head. Extract from the Diary of Dieter. Myrmidia is rather an intriguing deity, and somewhat foolish at times, I believe, but her help has given us a chance to end this little crime ring without much effort on our part. Although I hear Maestro went too far with his little act, as it got the watch involved. Our warrant papers were still effective enough to get us out of trouble, though. Once the goddess had disappeared, a tome was all that was left on the ground where she had been standing. I will have to study this book in more detail when I get the chance. Maestro's Diary.
We decided to make our way back to the warehouse that held the secret entrance to the Thieves' Guild. Inside we found Tobias counting several piles of coins. At first glance, I would have estimated around 2,000 coins, a small pile of copper pieces in silver, and a larger pile of gold coins which made up the majority of the coins. Dieter is insistent that it shall be split between us.
Lysandria's Diary. I found Tristram in another room that contained several barrels. He had removed the lid from one of them to reveal a green substance that I initially recognized as powdered warpstone. We informed the others, and Dieter found a shipping form that had an address leading to a tavern in the Grafsmund Nordgarten. I fear what we may find there.